Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. So I haven't vlogged in a little while, but today I'm going to do a what I eat in a day. I'm just off to the gym now, but I've had a coffee with a tablespoon of coconut oil and a tablespoon of MCT oil, and I'll, like usual, try and fast until about 1 or 2 p.m. this afternoon. I get a lot of questions regarding intermittent fasting and what technically breaks a fast and what won't. So your standard fast is literally only having water. So if your body is trying to excrete toxins or digest anything in any way, that technically means that it's not at rest and it's not fasting. But research and studies have shown that apparently if you're consuming fat and your insulin levels aren't spiked, then you are fasting. But do your own research and just make your own judgment. I will always have a Bulletproof coffee in this window frame because it is my pre-workout, my energy, and yeah, it'll just get me through until this afternoon. And I find I have done the intermittent fasting. I did a 24-hour fast once, and that was just off black coffee, and it was fine, but I don't think that I would be able to do that every single day. Obviously, it's 24 hours, but I just, small joys in life, and I look forward to my Bulletproof coffee every single morning. And I'm fasting until 2, whether or not you consider that fasting or not, that's whatever. But I would recommend you jump on YouTube and watch some of Thomas DeLua's videos. He's really good. He does a lot of stuff on intermittent fasting, and yeah, just jump online. Mark Sisson has some good stuff as well. He actually thinks that you can have nut milks and things like that in your coffee and it won't break your fast. So it's really interesting, the different opinions and different studies as well. But I think the main goal is to kind of get the same benefits, and if having a fatty coffee in the morning will get you the same benefits and will put you on the right pathway to going into ketosis and, just shortening that window frame to eat to give your tummy a rest and your appetite suppressing, then absolutely just do it your way. But I'm going to go to the gym and yeah, I'll show you what I have later on. Okay guys, so now I'm going to have my first meal. It's about 1:45. So I'm going to break my fast with just a salad. I'm going to keep this video vegan for those interested and yeah, show you some options. Okay, so I'm just going to begin by putting some baby spinach into a bowl. I'm pretty generous with my baby spinach, especially since being adapted, you can have way more veggies and things like that. Leafy greens are essential to get all your vitamins and minerals. I'm just going to put a handful of mushrooms. So I like these raw, but up to you how you like them. I would suggest cooking them in a little bit of oil, like avocado oil or olive oil, and that will get some really good flavor into them if you do want to cook them. I have some broccoli here. I like to keep this raw as well. For the vegans who do eat raw, this is perfect for you. But anything here, you can cook, you can steam, but I'm just gonna keep things raw. I might just cut these up. And these salads are absolutely perfect to pack for like a lunch, like a day at work, or even to have for dinner. With this, I am going to add some hazelnuts, so just a small handful. Just make sure you are tracking all of this. I'm just going to use this jar to break them up. And put those in the salad. Okay, game changer for vegans and vegetarians and non-vegans is nutritional yeast. I would absolutely recommend buying this. It's got loads of B12 in it, and it tastes like cheese. So if you are making the transition from eating animal products to vegan, for example, nutritional yeast is really good to kind of wean yourself off the cheese, which is what I've had to do. I'm gonna have half an avocado. I know it seems like a lot, but lots of fats, and if your calories allow you to have a full half or even a full avocado, then I absolutely would do that, because it's really good fats and really, really good omegas. So I'll just pop that on top there. And I'm just gonna keep this really simple, and it's gonna be quite tasty as well. Remember, this is a moderate protein diet, so I'm not wanting to pack in the protein, but adding to a salad maybe like some tofu or tempeh is really good. I'm going to add some tahini. So I have this tahini here. It is hulled and activated, so it's quite easy to digest. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take two teaspoons, put it in a bowl, like so, and then I'm gonna add a splash of water, and it's gonna make the consistency runny, which is what I like, and then I'll dress the salad with it. Mix it like that. And I will dress the salad with this, and I will also add some macadamia oil. I usually go for either macadamia oil or olive oil. They're my two favorites to add to salads as dressings. And you can pack this, you can take it to work, and it's super easy and quick to make. I always go for these veggie Buddha bowls just because they're so clean, you know exactly what you're eating, and yeah, there's no risk in dressings and things like that, and questioning what your vegetables are being cooked in if you're making it yourself. And importantly, do not forget your pink rock salt. Get the sodium up so you can retain water. Water weight's the first thing to go, and you really just don't want to dehydrate on this diet. So yeah, that is my lunch, my first meal.
Okay, so it's now like 4 p.m. and I'm pretty hungry. I don't know why. I did a big gym session this morning, which I clearly haven't showered from, but it is about 4 p.m. and I'm going to make a smoothie. So a lot of you who watch my channel, you've probably seen me make this smoothie a million times, except what I've gradually started doing is stripping it. Like, I don't have as many ingredients, and this just makes it way easier to track. I absolutely love the taste of it not being sweet, so I'm not really a sweet person anymore. But yeah, I'll show you how to make a keto smoothie, and it's so easy and very few ingredients. It's just whether or not you can kind of go without the sweetness. Okay, so in a blender or NutriBullet, I've just put some water in there, and I'm gonna add a handful of ice. To that ice, I'm going to add half an avocado, so this is the other half from the salad. Pink rock sea salt, big generous amount. An important bit, coconut oil. So I've just got some melted in a little dish here. I am so generous with this. This is probably like 4 or 5 tablespoons in here. I'll put a couple in there, maybe a bit more, and then I'll add the rest to the top at the end. And to that I will just have a handful of spinach, a generous amount. And occasionally, but not always, I'll add some macadamia spread or a nut butter just to give it a little bit of flavor. But I'm so used to the taste of it that I don't actually need it. But you can buy this Melrose macadamia spread from Keto Lane as well. So that's just a teaspoon, but it's good to get your fats up, but just be mindful of the calorie count when you are having nut products or nuts. Okay, and I'll just pop the lid on. Give it a bit of a shake, loosen up, and there we go. I just realized I forgot an essential ingredient. So if you will remember, a few vlogs ago, I bought this spirulina online and I was complaining about it. I thought it was so gross. Now I absolutely love the taste of it. It's like a salty, I don't know, can't really describe it. So I would absolutely buy this again. You can buy it online. I got it from iHerb, and that's where I got my nutritional yeast as well. So it's a little bit cheaper as well, and you can buy the capsules if you can't tolerate the flavor. But I'm just going to add some of that to the smoothie. It's such a beautiful color now, and I'm about to ruin it with the spirulina. I'm pretty bad with measuring things these days, but if you're only just starting the diet, I would recommend absolutely weighing and measuring everything. I know my body so well, and I'm so used to the diet that it's now a lifestyle for me that I can literally just look at an amount of food and know whether or not it's going to make me feel good or bad or kick me out of ketosis, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll just add that and pop it back. Okay, and once that's done, I'll just get like a bowl. So this is my favorite smoothie bowl. It's like a little soup mug. Let's put that there. So it's a bit of a darker color now. This may absolutely repulse somebody who's new to this diet, but trust me, it tastes better than it looks. So yeah, this is what we've got. But to the top of that, I'm just gonna add the remaining of that coconut oil, just drizzle it on top, and then pop it in the freezer to harden. And then that's like the coconut biscuit, which you guys have seen me do a million times. I'll just put that in. And this is what I've got once it's been in the freezer for a little while, but I'll just top that with some Pink Rock Himalayan sea salt. And we are good to go. This is literally like my go-to breakfast most of the time, but depending on how hungry I am, depending on my training. So I will generally break my fast at about 1 or 2 p.m. Sometimes it's later depending on what I'm doing. If I've got like a really hectic day, busy day, and I'm just not really around food, or yeah, I just don't think about food, so I can absolutely wait until whatever time and then eat a big meal when I get home. I do make sure that I do get all my calories in though, because on this diet you will lose weight quickly. Post-workout, I generally will wait a little bit. I don't feel the need to have protein an hour after my workout or whatever. But you guys do your own research, find some inspo. Thomas Delua, I spoke about him before. He's really good. He's like quite a big guy, so muscle mass and muscle growth is his specialty. He intermittently fasts and continue the fast after his workouts for a number of hours, and he gets really good results from that. So it's just up to you and what you guys want to trial and error with. But yeah, listen to your body. Eat if you're starving. If fasting's not for you, then that's it. But for me, it works perfectly. I eat big amounts in the evening and I sleep really, really well. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this and I will see you for dinner. Okay, so it is now dinner time and I'm going to make some vegan keto sushi. I posted a photo a while ago on my Instagram and I had so many people ask for the recipe or instructions, so I'm gonna show you what I do now. So what I've got here is I've got some kale, I've got some avocado. I've had so much avocado today, but whatever, good healthy fats. mushroom. I've got some more of that like tahini dressing that I used on the salad. I might add some more water to that one though because it's quite thick. Some tempeh, which I will lightly pan fry. And then I've got all the sushi bits. So I've got the nori, outer things, whatever they're called, some wasabi, and some sliced pickled ginger. And yeah, so I'm using this tempeh here. I just got it from the supermarket and it's actually pretty good. So per serving, it's less than 0.5 grams of carbohydrates, which that's, wow, mind-blowing to me. I didn't realize tempeh was that low, but alternatively, you can use tofu, or if you are a meat eater, just put whatever meat you want in there. But yeah, I'll show you what I'm gonna do with all this stuff now. Everything on the board now is gonna come over here, and I'm just going to saute the kale and lightly pan fry the tempeh and saute the mushrooms there. I'm gonna do the tempeh first just because the natural oils and things will come out of the pan and that will grease the pan for me to put my kale and mushrooms, but I'll add a little bit of coconut oil too. So I'll just line all of these up. It's getting dark, so I'll just pop this light on. That's better. Really brown there. So just give them all a turn. Perfect. Okay, cool. I think they're done. Let's pop them on the board there. And then I'm just going to add my mushies. I'm going to add a bit of coconut oil as well. This is so hard to do one-handed. There we go. And then I'm going to add my kale. Maybe only just 2 rolls, so then I might need to cook some more if I want more rolls. But yeah, I'm just going to pop this in there as well. Bring this one over. Okay, so my camera just died, and in the meantime I actually just ate the ones with the eggs and greedy. But yeah, shiny side, face down, and just gonna dab this to wet it. So this is just a brush with water, and this is just to soften the nori so it'll stick to the sides. Okay, let's turn that one around. Okay, we've got tempeh in the middle, mushrooms and kale. However much you want to put in, however much your macros allow you, but this is a really clean dinner. And then just some avocado. I've got 1 slice there. It's probably big enough. That like that. Got my wasabi, which I absolutely love. So I'm just gonna squirt that on there. It's probably a lot, but whatever, I like spice. A little bit of chili. Some salt. And then this bit here, just fold up the edges. Try not to over sack them. I always do this with like my days of eating like burritos and stuff. Could never actually close the burrito because I had so much inside in there, so much filling. And then just tightly roll like that. And got a cute little sushi roll. And so what I've got here, I've got some soy sauce and I've got some ginger, so that's what I'd have on the side. But yum, so simple, and like these you can have cold. I have put cauliflower rice in here as well in the past, but this is my favorite. I'm gonna make a fat bomb for you. So I've got my little container. Sorry, ignore my, if you can, messy workstation. Like I said in my last vlog, ice trays are the best, but I don't have any at the moment. And I'm just gonna put some coconut oil in there. I've become really lazy with my measuring, but you guys shouldn't. I'm setting a bad example. And then I'm just gonna melt this in the microwave for a few seconds. So now we just have like the melted coconut oil in there. To that, I'm going to add some of this keto cacao chocolate that came from Amsterdam. I said a couple of things about this in my last vlog, but I got the macros wrong. The carbohydrates on the back are 16 grams, but I didn't realize that they hadn't calculated net carbs. So 5 grams of that is dietary fiber, and 10 grams of that is erythritol, which is like the alcohol sugar that they use. So it's not actually technically considered in the net carbs. So really it's only 2 grams, 2 grams of net carbs in this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add half a little square, just break it up. And drop them in, and they can be like little chalky treats once it's solidified, and put some salt in there. And a tiny bit of this macadamia spread, which I mentioned earlier. Just put like that much in, and then just mix it around. The nut butters and whatever you decide to use will probably sink to the bottom, but I kind of like that because it's like a little base. And then that's what we've got. Pop it in the freezer and that'll solidify, and then it just poke it out, and then that's your little treat for after dinner if you like a dessert. But yeah, that's what I eat in a day. I'm gonna eat my sushi now, but I hope you enjoyed that. Any questions, just keep sending them through and I will hopefully get to them in my Instagram. But I'm really struggling to get through them all, so I do read them all, but then I try and direct a vlog, a general vlog addressing most of them. I think I'll do a Q&A next, so send through some questions, like direct questions that are easy for me to answer quickly in a vlog. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.